everyone. Happy 2020. It's the first news at noon for 2020. It's week one. Happy New Year to you because we've got a big year in store. And we start with Dublin. If you were with us last Friday, you know we're going to Ireland. This is so cool and so much more than just that trip that we're going to talk about it in our 1-minute training. The Warrior earrings are back and are available as a customer special with a 30 order. If you have 2,000 more in sales in January, Celestial is the amazing award you earn. And here's what's great about that. Like Aspen in December, which many of you will be receiving soon, it then becomes available for sale so you have that beautiful piece that you can share with others. And in Park Lane, it really is all about sharing. We're going to talk about that. Hey, it's Go Wild Weeks. It's actually the last week of Go Wild Weeks. During that period of time, you have double bonus items at a 60 net order entry point. So 2 items at your special price. You also have 5 Fast 50s that you can offer this last week. And when you have 7 or more in sales, you get to extend those 2 specials, amazing, all the way through January and receive a rather wild gift as well. It was a 3-week contest, and we are in the last commission week of Go Wild Weeks, depending on your country. You have a great customer special that was added, Zoe, that is available in your system. There was another great customer special, had rather a green theme. We don't even talk about that because while there are some available, they're going fast. Hey, it's only 3 weeks away from when we and our leaders, our area leaders and up from around the world, will be in Las Vegas for our Sparkle Leader Seminar. And depending on your market, we either have a 4-week commission month, count your days, depending on your market, the purple ones being the last one of Go Wild Weeks, or a 5-week commission month, which is the case for North America, Mexico, and Canada. And that takes us to our 6-second shout out. This week, I salute all of our international franchise partners. Now, they are your sales leaders. They can really encourage and have been there, but they also take care of the Park Lane business around the world. And this time of year, I get to have conversations, kind of power hours with all of them. But I learn way more than I know they ever do when I get an opportunity to talk with them. And they are so important to our Park Lane business. So listen, send them a message, send them a text, give them a call, tell them how much you appreciate them. We at Park Lane truly appreciate them. And that takes us to our 1-minute training. Yes, we even have costume changes this year to start out our news at noon. And it is about the amazing Dublin trip. Now, this trip, you can see the commission dates. This runs through the end of May. And it is so much more than just a trip. And what I encourage you on each screen, I just have one little tip that I want to share with you. Shoot for one or both in terms of the trips, because here it is. First, you have the first level, which is more than halfway. And when you achieve that level, there's a point total and a number of recruits. And remember, our trips are your own personal volume and your new recruits volume with lots of bonuses in there, okay? But it's just that simple. And when you hit the 29.2 in Europe, 39.2 in the North America and Australia, you receive a pair of Park Lane earbuds. And if you don't go farther and earn the trip, you also get an iPad. Now, listen, a lot of you there who may have never earned a Park Lane trip, I really, really want you to say, I can do this one. I can make this and get an iPad. Who doesn't want an iPad? Now, that's how this contest works. Secondly, you can earn a trip. And it says on the iPad, it's not cumulative. And what that means is when you earn an incentive trip, one trip for 1 or 2, you give up the iPad, you get the earbuds, but you get a trip. Way, way more valuable. Even the cash option is about twice as valuable. And so trip or iPad is a complete win-win for you. And if you really never ever saw yourself earning a trip and the cash option wasn't appealing, please, I implore you, please consider setting a goal for your part-time business, and this is a very part-time business, to earn that iPad at the end of May. You'll be so excited you did. Now, the thing I want to tell you, it's a win-win for you, but what do you need to do? If you want to be on this trip, remember, it's not just what you do. It's what those people you share Park Lane with does. And during the fast start, the first 6 weeks of this contest, every personal recruit you have doesn't just count straight sales. You actually get double sales credit for them and bonus points. So sharing now being the time you're just planting seeds. Listen, you will reap what you sow. And if you're sowing seeds about the great Park Lane opportunity, about how great it is just as a side gig, how great it is to get the jewelry at a discount, to be able to offer specials to customers, to really get tips on style to share, that is the activity to do now. I will tell you from there, everything else comes. And you get more when you do it now. So the Fast Start program, you can see the dates by your country. If you do it now in January through the beginning of February, there are all kinds of great bonuses for sharing the Park Lane opportunity. And as we start 2020, I encourage you to have sharing the opportunity, not something you do because there's a trip or a free iPad, but it's because it's the greatest gift we can give. And when you share Park Lane, if they're not interested in coming in as a stylist, I promise you they're much more receptive to a gathering or to just purchase our products and take advantage of our great 2x4 and bonus sales. Sharing Park Lane can make a difference for you and many others. Thanks for watching the first News at Noon of 2020.